Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Happy Saturday. It is me, Victoria Baxter, Coach V of the Saved and Single Ministry. I am a certified life and dating coach with New Thing Life Coaching. I'm also a certified relationship coach as well. But you can connect with me, via the ministry. You can and subscribe to the ministry at www.thejalministry.com/saved-single. You can also support and subscribe to my podcast at anchor.fm/victorious1. If you are not already in the private community, come on in the Sash Tribe on Facebook. That way we can all talk and interact on a more personal level. And I'm really enjoying being able to do that with the ladies. So make sure you come on in if you're one of the people who is watching this outside of the actual group. I can't talk today. So, Sassy Saturday Special is moving to once a month. I used to do it every single Saturday, which a lot of you know and have actually mentioned. But it's now only moving to once a month because I'm also doing weekly podcasts and blogs. I have a lot of you who are also enrolled in TSI, the self-paced program. But depending on the tier, some of you get coaching sessions, and again, just focusing on the tribe. Something else that I'm working on as well. So that's why Sassy Saturday Special is going to once a month, because sometimes these videos can be a little bit longer, and it can be a little bit time consuming, and especially as the ministry expands, the coaching business grows. So I just wanted to put all of that out there. Nevertheless, happy April. I can't believe we're already here. I know we have a lot going on right now. My prayers that all of you are staying safe, following directions. I pray that you're not panicking. At the end of the day, we know the God that we serve, and we have the angel army, the God of angel armies on our side. So let's just keep that in mind and continue to pray for those who are affected at this point, praying for those who are infected, praying for those who are, a loved one of someone who's already lost their lives. It's a lot going on. So let's just follow the instructions, and stay prayed up and stay sanitized. But let's not let fear hold us back. Be precautious, yes, and keep the faith, but still follow orders. What I want to talk about, the problem with love, as you can see from the title. Love is something that a lot of us have failed at, if we are completely honest. It's almost as if we've acted as if in love is better than love when it's really not. I'm sure a lot of us have said that at some point. But for me, again, that's why I love what I do, because I'm able to learn the truth about love. I'm able to really find out, as far as relationships and what's healthy and what's not. And a lot of times we've even heard people speak, in relationships and even marriages, are you in love? It's like, well, I'm no longer in love. I love her. Well, I love him, but I'm no longer in love. We speak about one as if it's better than the other when it's not. Because truth be told, in love is based on feelings alone. Yeah, you get butterflies, you get the warm fuzzies, all of that other good stuff. But it's only chemicals and hormones that your brain releases. But I discussed all of that in the workshop, last Saturday when we did the quarantine and chill workshop. But I talked about that. Like, that's how people can legit get addicted to love, because you're releasing dopamine. You have all of these things that are releasing when you're in love. But real love should be the goal. Real love and true love, that's something that's completely different. That should be the thing that you are seeking. That should be the thing that you are desiring. And as a new love strategist, the new love strategist, that is what I help my ladies with. Those who, do coaching with me. I actually have like my VIB clients that you've actually done work with me. Then I have the tribe that's filled with, a little bit of everyone. Like, in any way that I connect with ladies, I make sure they know it's all about dwelling in God's love, developing self-love, and discovering true love. But the thing is that a lot of us aren't good in the self-love department. Now, there are signs to this, and I spoke about that in yesterday's podcast. I don't know if you caught it or not, but I did share the link, here on the page, here in the group, like just a couple of different places. But again, anchor.fm/victorious1. But you will see Self-Love 101. I wanted to talk about self-love. A lot of us aren't good in that area, and it's going to get in the way of the lasting love, like the true love that we're claiming and professing to want. But here's the thing, look at this, Matthew 22:34-40. It speaks on the greatest command. And Jesus, hearing that he had silenced the Sadducees, hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees and the Pharisees, they got together And one of them, an expert in the law, tested him with this question. And they were asking him, like, teacher, what is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all of your heart, all of your soul, and all of your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. He says, and the second is like it. It's equally as important to love your neighbor as yourself. So first he says, love the Lord your God with all of your heart, all of your soul, all of your mind. But the second, not second in importance, but equally as important, is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So how is it that we can love others and follow one of the greatest commands if we don't love ourselves? And if a lot of us are honest, that is the problem with love. We don't really love ourselves. A lot of us do not have the love for ourselves that we're supposed to have. And a lot of people, like, they don't even realize that it's an issue. They don't even realize that it's something that's actually lacking. And this is something that is tripping many single women up. Like, truly, when you love yourself, you are all the way, like, across the board better. Phase 5, ladies, I'm always talking about phase 5. You want to love yourself. I'm sorry, when you really do love yourself, you want to be well financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That's how you know when you're tending to all of those areas and striving to be well all across the board with the phase 5. That's how you know your self-love is where it's supposed to be. It's crazy because a lot of times people like to use the scripture, judge not lest ye be judged. And I always hear that either from people who aren't even believers or those who are, truth be told, maybe like a little bit lukewarm, or they don't want to be called out for their sins. So we always say that, but yet we'll point out the things that offend us. It's like it says, judge not lest ye be judged. But a lot of times it's not even so much that we're focusing on what other people are doing. A lot of times when we're judging others, we are pointing out the things that offend us, not them. We're thinking about the things that we're mad because maybe it's something that we're still struggling with, something that we have not overcome yet. Like, even for an example, I will say that me, years ago, I didn't realize self-love and self-esteem was something I was struggling with. I would be very judgmental and condescending sometimes, even sometimes based on a woman's appearance, maybe the way that she dressed. Even if me and her, we could be the same size, I would see her wearing something I didn't think that maybe she would be wearing. Now, not saying anything like in my mind, not even pointing anything out because I'm not that kind of person. I was like, oh, if my stomach was, I would not have worn something like that, because even with my stomach, like, I make sure like I'm sucking mine in and whatever else the case might be. And she was not. I would not see a woman, looking like a hoochie mama. Like, it wasn't anything like that, but it was just okay. Some of it, we have a muffin top. And what I had to realize as God took me on that journey of love and healing and self-love, my issue wasn't with her. My issue wasn't with any of those ladies. The issue was I was judging the parts of me that didn't even have the self-esteem, that didn't even have the self-love, the woman in me that wasn't even secure enough to say, I don't care what anyone thinks about me. I'm cool. Because when you love yourself, listen, you have to go through stages and phases, and I talk about that. Selfie. It all starts with self-esteem. 4 out of 5 women have low self-esteem. It all starts with self-esteem. That is the way you feel about yourself. And when you get to a good place of self-esteem, you feel good about yourself, then you go to self-worth. You know your value. You know that you're good. You're not going to let anyone try to cheapen you or, cheapen your worth, lower your worth. None of that. Once you conquer those two, then you actually love yourself. Then you get to that point of self-love. Once you love yourself, you've accepted yourself. It's saying, hey, I accept all of this. Like, the only way you can love is to accept. The only way that you can accept is to love. Next one, part 5, that's when you get to self-respect. It's the crowning one of the selfie issues. Self-esteem, self-worth, self-love, self-acceptance, self-respect. You cannot respect yourself if you don't accept yourself, love yourself, value yourself, or esteem yourself in a good way. And that is what a lot of women are getting tripped up on at this moment. And me, I didn't really force anyone to respect me. I didn't really respect myself. It was evident with a lot of the choices I made with men, sex, and dating. It was evident that I didn't really love myself or accept myself worth any of those things. But a woman who is confident saying, I'm covered up, I respect myself, I love myself, my self-esteem is on point, I don't care who likes it, I do. And it took me years to get to that point, but I was judging because I was not yet there. So that was a me issue. That wasn't a them issue. And now, what I've realized, once you can conquer that self love part, self love causes you to be able to love others better. When you love yourself, you're able to love others better. Yeah, even other women, your other sisters in Christ, other women in God. There's no need to be jealous. There's no need to be in competition. There's no reason to be ugly, nasty, even if you're judging inside, internally, and they don't even know it. You get yourself together and all of that changes, and it makes you actually compliment women, help them adjust their crown, help them, when they're going through a situation with a bad guy, a toxic relationship. You can say, hey, I know what it's like because I've been there. Let me help you get through this. Let me help you adjust your crown. You don't have to stay here where you are. So the problem with love, and the issue as well as loving your neighbor like yourself, is that many of us don't know love, and many of us, we don't love ourselves. That's what self-love is all about. Faladi, it's talking about being well all across the board on all levels, phase 5. And it's why a lot of us are bitter, a lot of us are miserable, a lot of us are jealous, a lot of us are envious, a lot of us are fake, like all of these different things. A lot of us are judgmental. It's because your heart is bruised and you're still flinching in pain. Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. But if your heart is still battered and bruised, that's why you think the way you think. That's why you speak the way you speak. I'm sorry. That's why you judge the way you judge. All of those things are a reflection of the condition of your heart. And you better check it, because Jeremiah 17:10 says that God is examining the heart, and he is rewarding everyone based off of what their actions deserve. He is rewarding you based off of what he sees in your heart and going based off what he feels as if you deserve. So you need to get your entire life. If you are a woman that says you want a real man and you want real love, you've got work to do. You've definitely got work to do, because truth be told, a lot of us aren't ready. Enjoy your single season, yeah, but there's also nothing wrong with preparing. Like I tell women all the time, work while you wait, prepare while you pray. That's what I would tell you. Work while you wait, prepare while you pray. I keep talking about something. I'm going to be working with a group of you soon, even when it comes to love, saying, yeah, my way is not working. My way is not working. It's time for me to change things, like right now, because I got to rewrite everything I thought I knew about love. And it starts with you. That's what I want to say to you today. Hey, join the Sash Tribe on Facebook if you're not already watching this inside of there. But that's where I can do some of my best work between the Sash Tribe and TSI. Again, it's that 12-month self-paced program to help you with healing, purpose, discovering your spiritual gifts, dating, attracting godly men, so many different things between courses, Bible study material, the whole nine. Come on in. Again, subscribe to the ministry and the podcast if you're not already. Thank you for those who support both the ministry and podcast. There's a lot that I'm unable to do if it wasn't for people like you. But God bless you all. Have a happy Saturday. Stay inside, be safe, and let's just keep on praying. All right. I'll talk to you ladies later. Bye-bye.